Hi, I'm back again and again and again and again and again and so anyway, thank you to Mr. Tux, first of all, my last guest, for gifting me with this EPMD t-shirt. It's awesome, it's cool, I love it. I can't wait to wear it out. Anyway, so today we are sewing on a button. So I'm showing you how to sew on a button so you guys can stop asking me to sew on your buttons. I don't do that. Please respect me. I'm a grown up. so I'm going to show you guys how to sew on a button by yourself, with yourself and your thread and your needle. Right? Yay! So I'll be working with it's actually three types of buttons. So your two hole button, right? So it's got two holes like it says. Focus, focus, focus. Anyway, so your two hole button and a four hole button, and these shank buttons. So these are like this. A shank button is the one that has the thingy at the bottom, this loop at the bottom, and this is also a shank button, but it's a self shank button, so you don't really see it properly. But anyway, yeah, so those are the buttons that I'm going to be working with. So let's just start with the most straightforward, which will be the two hole button. I've taken this color thread so that you can see properly and how I do everything. So I'm just gonna thread everything, and then yeah. So once you have threaded your needle, just double the thread as it is and not have it as single, right? And then make a knot at the end. I don't normally make a knot, but just make a knot at the end. My knots are really weird because I don't usually make knots. Okay, so this will be whatever you are sewing your button onto. So before you even put the button on, just make sure that it's in the right position, and then put the needle through, right, like this. And then you take your button and you pull that through in one hole, right? You see. And then push it underneath, and here it is. Find the same hole again. So here it is. Once that's done, if you don't want to have any knots at the bottom, just push your needle through just underneath the button, right? And then push it the other side. So this is secured, and then this is what you do. You just loop your thread into your needle, and then that's going to create a knot and now it is secure. Then you can cut, and there it is. See, neat, right? Now we'll do the second one. Now I've already made a knot, and now we will be doing our 4-hole button. Okay, so with the 4-hole button is that it usually has, you see, when the knot is like this, because I kind of make weird knots, just trim it so that it looks nice. With the 4-knot button, what I usually do is I make sure that I do a cross instead of just on the 2 sides, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'll show you now what I mean by a cross. So you just pull it through the 1 hole again, and then you go onto the diagonal hole. So just go onto the one that's diagonal to it, right? Like that. Can you see there? Yeah. And then let's just do these first. So we'll do these 2 first until we are fine with it, and then we'll do the other 2 again, right? So just do it 3 times just to be sure. And here we are. And then now what you do is, you see at the back it looks like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to find this other hole, which is this one, and then we will do that. So this is what I meant by a cross, or X. Yeah, it looks like an X. So we'll do it 3 times again. So this is the second time, and one last time, just to make it secure, right? See, your button is secure. And then what we do is, this is another trick that I usually do. So at the back, you will just loop it onto the threads, right? You see? And then take your needle and hook it on to what's left over there, and we do it twice again. So basically you are making a knotless knot type of thing. You're tying it without it being knotted. So, and there it is. So that's how you put on a 4-hole button. Nice. Hey, now we on to the shank. So we repeat the same thing that we did on the 2 other buttons. Same thing, you tie the knot, don't forget your knot, right? So you see, if your knot is like this one and there's a lot of thread hanging, all you need to do is just cut that off so that it's nice and neat, because that's what the aim is. The aim is to have things that are neat, right? And then this is our shank button, so just loop it through on there, and then I'm hoping that we can find a way to show this properly. So okay, so it's looped through like this, if you can see, right? Now I am going to go through the fabric and go to the other side, right? And then I'm gonna do the same thing, loop it through the shank again like that, you see, loop it through there, and again down the fabric. So you do this about 3 or 4 times, and then once you are done, I'm not going to secure it as well. So once you are done, we do what we did on the 4-hole button. So we thread it here, and then we loop so that it is nice and secure, right? You hear that snap, crackle, and pop. Funny. Okay, so then we do that again, just twice. You can do it 3 times if you are like a super duper secure person, but I think twice is usually enough. I don't know why this is not cutting. So there it is. There is your shank button. It's on, it's ready to be worn, right? So the other shank button, I'm going to put it on like on the same cloth so that you can see how it's done as well. It's basically kind of the same thing, it's just that this one is more flat. So that's what we're doing. Oh, by the way, what's making a noise is my domestic sewing machine. Every time this table moves, it makes that weird sound like a shipwreck. So here we are. We've threaded the needle, and now we are here. So this is the bottom, and it goes this way. So we do exactly the same thing we did on this button. We do exactly the same here. So I'm not going to take long. And I'm knotting already, so because I don't want to take too much time. Okay, I can't sing, guys, so don't worry about me and singing. There we go, and it is done. So you see what the difference is between the the shank and the self shank one. So you see the other one is a bit high up there. So if you don't like your buttons having holes, but then you don't want them to be what do you call it, lifted like this, then it's better for you to get this one. Okay, and that's about it. So there they are, all 4 of them. I hope you enjoyed this. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, putting on these babies. It is very easy for you to put on a button. So if it's not as simple as it looks the first time you do it, just practice and practice and practice, and then you'll get the hang of it. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and tell me how you put on your button.
C, D,